Good morning and welcome back to Sarah's Joyful Journey. I'm Sarah Joy. Today is December 12th on Thursday and we are getting ready to start our day. All right, it's been a very busy morning already. I got up and I completed day one of my 30-day challenge to walk 100 miles in 30 days. So I got all 3 miles of that done. I've also started editing a video. So I hope you enjoyed that little clip of me editing. So you can see my screen here on my desk, which it is, I don't know, what time is it? It's 7:30. I still need to be writing on my paper, but I have to finish this video editing first because this is for tomorrow's live stream, which you will of course be hearing. It's for tomorrow, a week late, but it is what it is. But I figured I'd give you just a fun little clip. I still have to put in a title right about here, and then I have to watch the whole video, which is currently 46 minutes, just to make sure that everything is right. So when I talk about editing being a big process, it is. I've already worked on this video alone. And as you can see, it's a 46-minute video. So not only did it take me longer than 46 minutes to film, but I've already started editing this and I already have an hour and a half, almost 2 hours into this one 46-minute video. So that's just a little glimpse into what it's like for me to edit a video. Yeah, so, well, I'm gonna call it a night because I do need to get this done so I can at least get some paper writing done, and I will see you tomorrow morning. And now it is now about 8:10 and I've got like 10 minutes to throw some food together into a lunchbox. I am supposed to be weighing it and tracking it today, but I did not give myself enough time. So since it's not a critical at this stage in the game of me weighing and measuring and accurately tracking, I'm just gonna throw my lunch together into a lunchbox and head out the door. Let's go make our lunch real quick. We're gonna make a girl lunch on the go. I have my container here and I'm going to start with some cheese. Cheese is the one thing that I can easily overdo, so if I put it in first, I can usually get a smaller amount, and I do have 2 types of cheese, so I'm going to do a little bit. And I do want to make sure that this has got a decent amount of cheese. One, just because it's hand-to-mouth satisfaction, but it also gets some of the fat up. And then we have some salami, so that's going in. Probably more of this than I want, but that was what was left in the package. And I didn't want to leave that little behind. And there's a little bit more. And then, let me get this back in here, because this one still has a little bit in it. We can get the lid on. And then I'll have a Celsius and some Quest protein chips. And if you can't tell, this morning I am totally a hot mess, and it's because I'm running late, and I hate running late, or I'm what I consider running late. But I'm gonna go ahead and get everything in my lunchbox. And the cool thing is now I don't need a fork. There you have it. There is my lunch, and I'm heading out the door. It was a super busy day, and I almost forgot to tell you what I was eating for dinner, but I did remember before I started eating. But I'm so hungry because my lunch I ate at 10 o'clock, and it was not enough. So I have some ground beef. Matt cooked this up before I got home. I've topped it with some sauce, some sour cream, and guacamole, and I am off to enjoy that before I do some much needed paper writing for school. Morning. It is Friday the 13th of December. Do need to take the dogs out. I got up this morning at 6 o'clock. The alarm went off. I was tired, so I made a decision not to do my exercise this morning and to compromise. Gave myself 30 extra minutes in bed. Got up, got dressed. Getting my stuff done. I got to take the dogs out, make my breakfast, make my lunch. Those are going to be my 2 meals today. I'm going to get ready for work. I'm going to go to work. And tonight I have a premiere video, so I'm doing that. So I'm going to walk 2 miles today instead of 3, which means tomorrow I have to walk 4. But I've come up with a plan on how to get through the weekend through that. So today I will do 2 miles. I'm going to do it slow. Normally I walk on the treadmill at about 3.5. Today I'm going to do it 3 miles per hour. So 2 miles will be 30 minutes. And then tomorrow I'm going to get up and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do 2 miles in the morning, 2 miles in the evening, and I'm going to repeat that on Sunday. So I will stay on track with my 100 miles in 30 days goal, which will be amazing. But I'm still tired. And I think that's just because I have so much going on, but I've been very consistent about going to bed at 10 o'clock every night. And I wake up at 6 every morning. When the alarm went off at 6, I did not go back to sleep. I do want that to be clear. I just kind of laid in bed, opening and closing my eyes, just kind of relaxing for about 30 minutes, a nice gentle wake up. But I do want to show you, I found a use for all those psychology stickers that I got, the ones that I had, some of them in the back of my Kindle. I bought a new Stanley last night. I had some credit on Amazon, so from a return. So I used it and I bought a black Stanley. I wanted a black Stanley to put my dark romance stickers on, but my dark romance stickers are big. And it doesn't look quite the same. I could only get 2 or 3 on there. So I took my psych stickers and I put them all over this new Stanley. So I'm so excited to use this as my water today. Yeah, I even love that the lid is black, and even the straw is like tinted black, which is really, really, really cool. So this will be my water today because I am not doing well in the hydration department. Matt filled this up for me last night. I think I drank maybe 1 of these yesterday, and 40 ounces of water is just not enough. And I think that's contributing to the fact that I'm feeling tired. And I'm still feeling just like ick. No longer feel sick, but I still wake up every morning and I'm stuffy. That usually goes pretty quickly. So I think it's time to wash my pillows again. That could help. But I still have a lingering cough. And when I was exercising the past couple times that I've done it, I really felt like it's been hard to catch my breath. So maybe I'm just not as well as I thought, which is the other reason why I think today doing a slower 2-mile walk is going to be beneficial. It'll allow me to just reevaluate and judge and things like that. So I'm determined to drink this one. It has electrolytes in it before I go to work. But let's get this show on the road. I'm gonna take the dogs out and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna make my lunch. I am gonna track today since I have a little bit more time to think about that and enact that. And then I'll make my breakfast. And then hopefully I will still have maybe 30 minutes that I can think about my paper, but I might not. I might just have to do that tonight after the live stream, and I may only get an hour and a half in, but an hour and a half is better than nothing. I'm at the point of just writing, and I have 3 days left. So I have Friday, Saturday, it's due Sunday at midnight. Hopefully I'll have it
done well in advance of that. Hopefully, I have a feeling I'm gonna end up writing on Sunday. But hopefully it will only be like a page and a half, 2 pages that I have to write. And my plan is to get back, making sure that I'm in bed by 10. Obviously, if for whatever reason things don't go well, I have to finish that paper. But I really wanted my paper done by Saturday. I still might be able to pull that off. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna see how I feel, and I may have to stay up a little bit later than I intend to. And I think mostly that I'm tired just because I'm working 7 days straight and it's a big school week. And trying to enact a couple new goals, I think is just exhausting. And I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. I'm okay, but I need to make sure that I'm getting plenty of sleep because that's what I want. All right, it's time to stop rambling about everything and just get the dogs out and make some breakfast. So I'm gonna make my lunch. One thing that was in my refrigerator was some yogurt, and I'm going to make some gingerbread keto chow yogurt. I'm basing this off of a yogurt recipe I saw on the keto chow website. I think it's for like orange mango or something like that. So in my measuring cup, I have 1/2 cup of almond milk, 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream, and now I'm gonna measure out into my container for lunch, hopefully 2 cups of yogurt. Here's 1 cup. I don't know that I'm gonna get quite 2, but it'll be close. Close enough for government purposes anyway. All right. And then this means that I have not wasted my yogurt. I also get to enjoy some keto chow. So today is already going to be a little bit higher because between the yogurt and the almond milk and mostly the yogurt and the keto chow, it's trying to tell me that's already 25 carbs and the cream, which it probably is. And like I said, I wouldn't really eat this every day anyway, but I'm using what I have because I just don't want to waste it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put our almond milk mixture in here. And we're gonna add our keto chows. And I chose gingerbread just because I want to use this one up. It's not my favorite keto chow. I bought it a couple years ago, so I still have time to use it and things like that. But it is the holiday season, so I figured gingerbread yogurt would be delicious. And I probably should have put this in a bigger container, but anyway, you get the idea. I'm going to stir that very, very carefully off camera, and I'll show you what I'm going to have for the rest of my lunch. So I figured out my lunch. I've got my ice pack here. I'm going to have a Celsius. I have my gingerbread yogurt, which is actually a very big, healthy serving. And then I measured out 4 ounces of salami. So that's going to be my lunch. Now we're gonna make breakfast in just a minute. All right, so there's several times during this video that I mentioned that I'm gonna share screenshots of my progress through my tracking my food. I have decided not to do that. So that's why you're seeing this before we get into the content of what we are doing. And it's not that I don't want to be honest with you, but it also just contains data that I don't want to necessarily give. You're seeing everything that I eat. You're seeing the portions that I eat. So I'm being honest with you either way I look at it. I just don't feel comfortable sharing that information. So I'm not going to at this point. All right, well, I hope you enjoy the video. Right, meal number 1 with my cup of water. Over here, I still have my other cup of water that I'm still working on. But this one is at least going to work with me. And I have 1 pound of ground beef that I put some salt on. That's the only, and a little bit of Redmond's garlic pepper. which I need to order more of soon. But that is my food. And that's going to wrap it up for the day as far as eating goes. I'm going to try to remember to put a screenshot of what my tracker looks like. All right, it's now 20 to 6. I got home 30 minutes ago, not almost 30 minutes ago. I got off work early. I was supposed to be off at 5:30. I got off at 5. My manager let all of us go up today a little bit early, which was fun. We don't get paid for it, but it literally was 30 minutes. But now, because of that, it gives me the time that I need to walk all 3 miles. So I'm going to do that at a very slow pace. I'm going to do it in an hour. I'm going to walk all 3 miles pretty slow because I started this book yesterday. I had lots of time to read the past couple days, mostly today. This is most today because I think I was at like page 28 or something like that. I had literally like 28 pages done. So I read over 100 pages today and I can't stop reading it. So I'm going to take it up there, put in some AirPods and just walk and get it done really slow on the treadmill and enjoy that. So let's go get our walking done. I'm sitting at my desk and I know the light is not perfect because I got a new lamp and it actually shows quite brightly, which is really kind of cool, but it's also at the same time very soft light. So it works just to give me a little bit of ambiance over by my desk. But I did find one packet of Elementy chocolate mint from last year. So good. So this is because one, I need electrolytes because I sweated a lot in my walk. And it's also to entice me to write my paper. And it's nice and comforting to have something right there with me. So let me show you my new lamp. And then, I have my cup. I'm loving this cup. All right, I'll show you my new lamp and then we're going to get some writing done. Because I have 3/4 of a page out of 5 minimum that I need to do. And it's Friday night. So I have Saturday and Sunday and I'm already feeling tired and feeling the pressure of adding exercise in. Very important pressure, mind you, but it's still stress, is still trying to figure it out. So I think tomorrow I'm going to do what I did again tonight. I think I'm going to do my walk at night and I'm just going to do the three miles and do it slow. Sunday, I might have to change plans because I have to walk 4 on Sunday. So I might do 2 miles in the morning and 2 miles in the evening. So yeah. And of course, I cannot do homework without a floof. See the nose? A floof is always got to come over and interject themselves into my homework. But I do need to get on it before I run out of time, and it's 8 o'clock and I have less than 2 hours now and I really only want to write for an hour, hour and a half. We'll see how far I get. So there is my new lamp. I also got this new pad so it matches and it's really good. It says she believed she could, so she did. It's a great motivational thing. And then I have my laptop, my plants, and my little organization stuff over here. So that is my workstation and I just love how it just gives that soft bright light. Saturday, December 14th, and it's about 7:30. I've been up for an hour and I worked on my paper. I am 4 pages in It's just the top of page 4. And it's supposed to be 5 to 7 pages long. So I have about 3 more pages to go, which is good because I'm kind of wordy and I will probably need all 7 pages and then still probably have to cut some because that's just the way it goes for me. But my goal tonight, once I get home from work, is to do my walk. And then one of those sections is going to be pretty easy. I don't have to put any like resources or anything into it because it's just me sharing my behavior change plan. So there's no right or wrong way to do that as long as I hit the points that she wanted me to make, which I plan on doing. And then I will go back and I'll write the more sciencey side. I might switch those 2 sections around. I'll think about that today while I'm at work. But in the meantime, it's going well. I'm gonna get my breakfast made, get my lunch made. Still gonna be tracking today, and I'll talk more about that as I get it going. And then when I get home again, we're gonna do a walk. So let's get breakfast started because it's gonna take a little bit to cook, and then I will pack my lunch and show you what is in my lunch, and then I will insert a screenshot of my meal breakdown for the day. Breakfast, I have 6 scrambled eggs and 6 sausages. I have my water bottle and my other water for work. Then over here for lunch, I have a peach vibe. I have 1 cup of cottage cheese with some everything bagel and 4 ounces of salami. I looked at my tracking for these items, which hopefully will be my only meals. I might not be able to pull that off. The only other thing that's on my tracker that I don't have yet is I am going to Dutch Brothers. Today, I'm still over the 20 carbs, but by 5 less than I was yesterday, and I know that it's the dairy. So yeah, but again, this is just tracking for data to see where I'm at, what my baseline, what I naturally want to eat, things like that. So we'll continue doing this for almost a week. Almost another week. It's closer to a week and a half because I'm really going to be pretty strict when it comes to triple B and E because I want to stick to that for that 30 days and see where I end up. That's when I'm going to start my weighing daily again. I was going to do it this week and I just have too much going on. 1 change at a time, and I'm actually technically doing 2 because I'm tracking again. Not to meet macros, and I've got my movement going. So we'll add in the daily weight part in a week or so once I get more comfortable with this. All right, I'm going to eat my breakfast and I've got about 10 minutes to accomplish that and then I got to head out the door and get coffee. All right, it is 6:30. I've been home for about 45 minutes or so. I just take care of my plants. Because I didn't have time to check them this morning and several of them needed to be watered, and then I had to plant 3 of my propagations. In my defense, those ones came with a pretty good root system, so it's been about a week since I got them, so it was time to plant them in some soil and change the water on my other propagations. And now I'm getting ready to head up to the gym. I will let you know, I did not eat my cottage cheese today. Matt can vouch for that because he actually ate it. It was a texture thing for me. I wasn't in the mood. It was not working for me. So I may eat some dinner tonight. I think what I might do, there's a creamy in the freezer. When I'm done with my walk, I'll probably eat a creamy while I get back onto work with my paper. I have 2 sections left to write and I need to finish at least one of them today. And then I've got to try and get up in the morning and at least finish half the section, if not the full section. If I can get both sections done tonight, that would be fabulous. I don't know, I've got 3 pages left to go. I might be able to get a page and a half done tonight, and that will leave me a page to a page and a half tomorrow. Yeah, and it might be a later night than I'd like, tomorrow, but we'll see. I might also bring my laptop with me to work tomorrow. I don't really want to because it's a behemoth and it's heavy and I don't like carrying it around, but I might bring it with me because if it's slow enough, I can work on my paper and get it finished and ready to upload. But we'll see how far I get tonight. So let's go get this 3-mile walk done. Well, my walk got cut short. I did 1.5 miles, so I did just about 30 minutes. I finished my book and there were other people up at the gym and I just felt awkward. For me, myself, no judgment from them, but it was just me feeling awkward. It's a tiny gym up here at the apartments and I decided that I could make up some time tomorrow and on Monday. So tomorrow if I walk 3.5 miles, I'll be caught up. And then if I walk, or almost caught up, and then I walk an additional mile on Monday, I can make that work. And Monday I should be able to do it because I could walk 2 miles in the morning and I walk 2 miles in the evening and it'll work out perfectly. So I think that's my plan. I still got in 30 minutes of moving, which is my bare minimum goal. And I still can meet my ultimate goal of 100 miles in 30 days. Sorry, brain fog right there for a second. And sometimes you have to be realistic with your goals, what's achievable on what day, and come up with plans that you can use to get you stay on track. And for me, I know that's going to be, I can't ever take a day off. I can move things around and spread things around to a minimal amount, but I cannot also do that every day. So yeah, it is what it is. All right, I'm not hungry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drink my drink and do some homework. And I didn't really eat all that much today. I'm actually pretty low on my protein at this point because I didn't eat the cottage cheese. So we'll see. I might get something later. If I do, I'll let you know. But at this time, I'm just not hungry, so I'm gonna let it ride. All right, I will check in either later or in the morning because I'm going to riding zone. It is about 8 o'clock and I am definitely feeling a little bit hungry. So I had Matt make me a creamy so that I continue working on my paper. I finished the section I wanted to do and now I'm taking a moment to do my references and then I have one section left to do and hopefully I will get that done. I have like almost 2 hours till bed. That would be amazing. It is Sunday, December 15th and it's 7:45. I've been up, worked on some things. My paper is done except for final edits, which I'm bringing my laptop with me to work today so I can work on those edits because that's something I can accomplish while at work. So yeah, and now it's time to get some breakfast. I was gonna pick up lunch and I still might have just haven't totally made up my mind yet. I got about 10 minutes to do that, but I am gonna make some breakfast. So let's get started on breakfast. Well, here's my breakfast. I have 6 eggs scrambled with some cheese and I'm gonna put some chili garlic and we'll see. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna get lunch. If I get lunch, I'll let you know. I know the lighting is awful, but I did come up to Publix and I got a chicken Caesar salad. They were on sale and plus this will be easy to track or easier to track. I won't be eating the croutons. I'll be making a rough estimate about how much lettuce, how much dressing, and how much Parmesan cheese is. So I'll be able to get close with my tracking. So now it's off to work. I am totally hungry. So here is my dinner. It's about 1 pound of stew beef that I cooked in the air fryer, mixed with garlic, butter, and some Parmesan. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and I will be good to go. I will check in shortly. I am undertaking a fun for me project, so you'll get to see a little bit about it as it comes up. I have selected 52 books. This is my TBR to read starting this next week. I chose 52 because I just have so many books, and this is a good chunk. There's not a rush to get through them, but I am excited. So I've got some wrapping paper and I'm gonna go get some more. and I'm wrapping my books, and then I'll show you them on the shelf. So you can see that I have some on the shelf. This makes them kind of indistinguishable as to what they are. I've tried to pick hardbacks, paperbacks, different size books, different thickness, nothing too distinctive, to help me get through it. So we're gonna go get more wrapping paper. I'm gonna continue on my fun project, and then maybe as I get a book done, I'll just open it on Tea Tuesday. We got all the books wrapped. We still have some wrapping paper, but we managed to wrap 52 after I went and got them. I have no idea how long it's gonna take me, but it's fun to see wrapping paper up there, and I'm really excited to get started on that. But I did just start Under Lock and Key today, so I'm gonna finish this one, and then my very next book will be one of my mystery wrapped ones, and this is going to be a fun way to get through reading. I will still be buying books next year, but just definitely not as much. I have a list of ones that I want, and I'm pretty much going to try to stay to that list, so we'll see how it goes. All right, well, I'm going to sign off for the night, and I'll chat with you guys tomorrow. All right, my protein power bowl is done. It's got 5 slices of bacon, 3 slices of steakums, and 4 eggs, and about a 1/4 cup of cheese. Before I go enjoy my breakfast, and I got my water, I've been drinking 2 of these a day at least, which is helpful. Sorry, I've been up for 2 hours and haven't had anything to drink, so I was definitely thirsty. I have decided for Triple B&E to keep things easy, I'm going to just eat on repeat for the entire 30 days. So it'll keep my shopping list down. I'm gonna make sure I have bacon, eggs, steakums, because I'm going to do a lot of protein power bowls, which is just what I made, minus the cheese. I'm going to get about 10 pounds of ground beef, maybe a couple ribeyes every week, and call that done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and just stay focused and dedicated, and hopefully I won't get too bored, but I'm determined to push through and do all 30 days. I might push for 60 to 90, but go 30 days, reassess how I'm doing, how it's going, and then I might consider 60 days. And then I'll do the same thing, and then I'll consider 90. If I get to that point, I may just be at the end of 30 days, I'm done, I want something else, which is also totally fine, but I'm trying. Got lots and lots of goals and things that I'm thinking about to improve my health, and it's because it's time. I had a year where I didn't do anything, really, and it shows. I didn't track. I didn't really focus on what I was eating. Wasn't eating bad things. I just wasn't focused on anything other than dealing with the stress. So this year, now the stress is reducing for the most part, it's time to just get back to where I was. And that's going to take a lot of work and mental work too. It's not just physical and eating and things like that. So thank you all for coming along on the journey with me, and I will check in this evening when I get home. So I just stopped at Dutch Brothers. I splurged, got a large cold brew. It is sugar-free chocolate, syrup, sauce, sugar-free caramel, and sugar-free hazelnut. So it's usually pretty good, but my days are numbered on my Dutch Brothers, and I've only had it twice this week, so that's good. My goal is next week once, and then it'll be a 0 after Christmas, for a while anyway. All right, heading to work. Lunch was provided for us today, and I chose this delicious Greek chicken salad from Panera. It's been a long time since I've had one of these, and it looks so good. I can't wait to eat it. So we ordered dinner tonight, and I got some chicken wings because it's been a long week. I'm gonna go eat these and watch some YouTube, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It is Tuesday, and it's about 10:30 in the morning. We've been up, we've been cleaning, and yesterday I got very, very full after eating those chicken wings. I ate all but I think 9 of them out of 30. So it was a very big eating day for me, but tracking is going well. And right now I'm just tracking to set a baseline. But because I had a very large day of eating yesterday, it's 10:30 and I'm not hungry. So I haven't eaten anything. So I'm just gonna continue to roll with that. I'm sure by dinner I will definitely be hungry. We'll see how that goes. I haven't pulled anything out of the freezer yet, but I probably should. But I might just, we have a bunch of cheese that needs to get eaten, and I got like a week to do it. So we might do omelets and chaffles or omelets, or I don't know. I haven't figured it out at this stage in the game. But I definitely need to get through some cheese because I don't want it to go to waste. But I also don't want it in the house when I'm getting ready to do triple B and E, because it'll be all too easy to grab and go with that. It is 1 o'clock. I just finished filming Tea Tuesday and editing it, and I'm pretty hungry. So I'm gonna eat, and then we're going to run an errand to go pick up a book that released today that I want. So let's get some food made. All right, I got everything in my tracker. So I'm going to eat my leftover chicken wings, and then I am going to make a guacamole omelet. I'm gonna put a couple tablespoons of butter in my skillet to start melting. And then I need a 1/3 cup measure, so I make sure I'm getting the right amount of food, stuff that I tracked. And then I need a tablespoon measure, so I get the right amount of guacamole. I'm making mine with 4 eggs because I do want to eat a second meal tonight. So I want to be full, but not super full, so that I can eat at a decent time. I think we're going to do chaffles and bacon. Because like I said, I have a bunch of cheese that needs to get used up. All right. We're gonna just whip these eggs together, and then we're gonna start cooking our omelet. Let's assemble our omelet. So there is my meal. I'm gonna have my chicken wings and my guacamole omelet. All right, it's about 5 o'clock. I'm kind of hungry. I have a headache. So I'm going to make some dinner. We're going to do some cheese shell tacos because I have this giant bag of cheese. I also have 2 of mozzarella. And I have 6 things of cream cheese. And I'm trying to go through it in a week. That's a lot. So we're gonna make some cheese shell tacos tonight. And then I think after the live stream tonight, I'm gonna make a keto chow cheesecake just to use it up. And then I might make another cheesecake tomorrow and then one right before Christmas. So that'll work. That'll use up all my cream cheese. And the one that I make tomorrow, I will bring to work and see if anybody wants any. We'll see. All right, well, let's start cooking our meat, and then we'll have dinner shortly. So here's my cheese shell shaper. It's a rolling pin that I have setting in a box or in a bowl. And then I'm gonna drape my thing over. As you can hear, it just beeped, so let me grab it and see. Excellent, and it came out nice and crispy. Hopefully, it'll still be pliable. And then I'm just gonna go over like this. And let that cool, just like that. And then I'm gonna repeat this process 3 more times, and then we can make our tacos. All right, there is my dinner. I have 2 tacos with guacamole and sour cream. And cheese, of course, because it's made out of cheese. And I'm going to go enjoy that. Good morning. It's about 8 o'clock on Wednesday, December 18th. Today is the last day in this mini vlog. We got some errands to run. I don't feel good. My chest is just tight and I'm just tired. So I think I'm definitely developing like bronchitis or something. So lots of water and electrolytes for me today. and I'm gonna show you my breakfast. Then we have some errands to run, and I got a bunch of homework, so it's gonna be a busy day. This morning, I'm very thankful for leftovers. We have some garlic steak bites, and no, I will not be eating all the butter that's in the bottom, but I just didn't want to get another bowl. So I'm just being lazy and eating out of the bowl that it was in because I'm going to eat all that anyway. All right, I will check in with you guys soon. So we just got done running errands. I didn't show you, but I did have a Celsius today. We got out to the car and I sat down, and I definitely am getting sick again, or it just never kind of got better, and I'm either getting bronchitis or pneumonia, but I don't think pneumonia at this point because I don't have a fever, but very much could be like bronchitis or maybe like a walking pneumonia. My insurance is still not squared away. We're still trying to fix it. So I don't quite have the ability to go to the doctor. If it gets super bad, I'm going no matter what, and we'll figure it out later. But right now, I'm not awful enough that I feel like I have to go, but I'm giving myself some downtime. I'm drinking lots of water and electrolytes. And then today's plan is I have a ton of homework I have to do, so I'm just gonna do it on the bed and be comfy. And I went and I bought new comfy pants today because I wanted something that just was light and soft and not like structured is a good way to put it. It was one of those days where structured clothes and me, we have an issue. It's a sensory thing. So I needed comfy pants, and I got comfy pants. And I'm super happy because they're like perfect. They're exactly what I wanted them to be, because my last pair of comfy pants I wore so much and washed so much, I wore holes in them. And I was very sad when I could not put them on this morning. So I've solved my problem. Anyway, I did get that Celsius because I had zero energy. So all the energy that you're seeing right now is courtesy of the fact that I had a Celsius an hour and a half ago. Give me another hour and I will be completely and totally crashed. But we needed to get stuff done, and that was the only way that I was going to do it. But I have done good. I have kept my caffeine way down the past couple of days because I know that that's going to be a big challenge for me when I get to Triple Beanie. It's not even the sweetener. The sweetener I could take or leave. But the caffeine is going to be a challenge. But we'll figure it out. So I've been slowly cutting down. I made it 2 days without a Celsius, but today it was absolutely necessary just to leave the house. So it's all right. All right. So we ran errands. I got comfy pants. We took our daughter somewhere. I got some charms and beads and things. She's going to make some earrings for me. I'm super excited. And then we ordered groceries from BJ's and we went to Winn-Dixie. So I'm going to show you what we got. And you can tell by looking at our groceries that we are preparing for Triple B&E for sure. I got some fabulous deal on bacon. You'll find out in a minute. Let's show you what we got. So there is everything we got. Most of this is from BJ's. Very few of it is from Winn-Dixie, but I'll show you as we go along. So we got 3 18 packs. I tried 2 different times to order eggs from BJ's and they told me they were out of stock. It was really, really sad. It seemed like they only had the super cheap eggs, which I could have done. However, I choose not to buy those ones. I choose to spend the money on the nicer eggs. It's just one of those things where I can spend the extra where I feel like I can afford it. As you can see, I got the cheap beef. Cheap beef works better for me, but I can splurge on the eggs. So we got plenty of eggs, and then I bought 15 pounds of beef. This is going to be the bulk of our nutrition this week and moving forward with Triple B&E. I think 15 pounds is going to be enough for Matt and I. And the plan is we're just going to eat on repeat for the entire 30 days. So I'll have things that will be staples, which is the ground beef, eggs, bacon. I also have some steakums so that I can make protein power bowls because I love those. And I think we're going to keep at least 1 pork belly a week as well, which we got. And then the plan is to maybe splurge on a nicer cut of meat. This week we're not gonna have it because we are going to do a picanha for Christmas. That we got that at Winn-Dixie this week. So I'm super excited about that. Then we always use so much garlic. So we bought the big jar because it was actually on sale and cheaper. I don't know that I'll get through that whole big jar before it's bad, but either way, it's still okay. It was still the better buy. And then we got some of our favorite butter because they had that on sale. So I'm excited to have that again with some meat. Then at BJ's, they also had these burger thins. We're gonna give these a try tonight. They're very, very small. They're 1/6 of a pound. So I could probably eat like 4 of those. So that's really only going to be probably 2 to 3, well, it's probably 4 meals maybe, because I will eat quite a few. I know Matt will too, but I figured they would be fun. They'd be fast for those days where I don't really want to cook, but I want something super fast. So that is going to be perfect. The last item we got is this back here. I bought 2 of these from BJ's, and that was going to be all the bacon that I was going to get. And then they had this bacon on sale at Winn-Dixie. It's normally $11. It was $6. So it was like half off. So I got 2 Applewood, and then I got 2 of the hickory smoked. So I bought 10 pounds of bacon, which is a lot of bacon. And I'll show you that I am super prepared for Triple B&E. I'm gonna show you my freezer. So here's my freezer, and you can tell that I've been working towards getting towards Triple B&E. There is some sausage that I'm gonna probably finish up this week. And there, pork belly ready to go, stew meat ready to go, bacon, bacon, and bacon. This big one right here is 3 pounds. There's a pound, and I think this is also 3 pounds of bacon. Yeah, so 3 pounds of bacon. So I have plenty of bacon. Will not need to buy bacon next week. I have a backup 5-pound roll, and then I have 3 boxes of steakums, so that should last us a little bit, so I won't need to do that. We also have a brisket that I can defrost and cook for something a little bit different. To do that, I might defrost this in another day or 2 and make steak bites with all of our garlic because I love that. Then over here, I have butter. Lots of butter. So I didn't buy butter this week because we're pretty well stocked up. So yeah, there's nothing behind it. And then I have a couple little bits of ground lamb. I'm mostly sticking to beef for Triple B&E. I do like lamb. If I can find some good deals on it, I will get some lamb just for some variety. But beef is cheap, and like I said, the ground beef is going to be the main bulk of our diet for Triple B&E because I want it to be super simple and mindless, and that's what we're gonna do. Benefits of eating on repeat are that it keeps your grocery budget under check because you're just ordering the same things over and over and over and over and over again. Typically, we do a lot of ground beef anyway. We do our ground beef bowls. I have a video on meal prepping 10 pounds of ground beef, a couple different options for that. There's 2 of those videos. So if you haven't seen those and you want some ideas for ground beef that are keto/ketovore, go watch those because they're fantastic. So usually what I do is I just cook up a bunch of ground beef and we just top it with pizza, lasagna, whatever type of things, taco that we want to do. Of course, with Triple B&E, we will not be able to do that. So we will put like bacon in our bowls. I might top it with a fried egg. Just eat it with beef and butter because that's delicious as well. So it'll just be very, very simple. But if this grocery strategy works really well, we will probably keep it moving forward because with the exception of adding the few ingredients, because past Triple B&E, we're going to be doing our bowls that we like. They're easy, convenient, and I don't have to stress about it. I can just cook it and keep it simple. And with my crazy schedule between being a full-time student and a full-time work and doing this channel, I don't have a lot of time to put the time and energy into cooking. So fast and easy is how I'm going to go, and I want to maximize my nutrition, and this is the best way to do it. All right, when we get around to eating some dinner tonight, I'll share that with you. I'm gonna go do homework, and Matt's gonna cook up 5 more pounds of beef for me so that we have it ready to go for the rest of the week. I'll check in soon. Well, I got on the bed after doing the grocery shopping, and I've been scrolling through TikTok and Facebook for like an hour, but I actually needed that rest time. So I just got on and logged on to my school site, and that paper that I worked on, I am shocked. I got 100% on it. I was not expecting that, so that was awesome. But now I really do have to do my homework. I needed a quick snack while I was doing my homework, so I grabbed some Quest chips. I like these stock ones, they're okay. And then some jalapeno ranch dip to dip them in, and a salted caramel Zevia. This one is definitely my favorite. I thought this was so funny that candy apples were in season now. Somehow I don't think that's quite right. So here I'm at my little desk, and I wanted to show you that I got a new book journal. This one is the one that I got. I did order it off the TikTok shop, and I got this one specifically because I liked the skull, because a lot of my books are dark romance, so that made a whole lot of sense for me. And then I do like that it tells the definition of a book divert, and this is who it's by, Rusty Paper Accessories. They shipped super fast, so I was very excited about that, and I'm going to start using this one now. I've been looking for a good book planner, and then I did get this one, I don't know, like a month or so ago, and I've also like never used this one. But see how it says like the book review, it wants a lot of information. That is not my thing. So this one, I don't know, I might gift to a fellow reader, but I don't know anybody who wants it. So if you know somebody who would want this, let me know down below, and I can send it to them, because again, it's adorable and cute, and it's brand new. The only thing I did was peel the sticker off because I hate stickers on books. But that's the one that I bought that I don't like. So now let's go through the one that I do like. All right. Hopefully this will show well enough. So I do like that it's just cute, and it's kind of very artistic. I love the spiral bound on this one, because then I can fold it over, which is going to make writing things super comfortable for me. A spiral bound, chef's kiss on that one. So I really like that. So I like that it has you can do your own rating system. You can assign colors to it. I probably will do that. It's going to give reading goals. This is non-dated, so I can keep using this. I love that I can color this, and I can color each book if I want. I can write the title of the book that I read, and I can go from there. So that's going to be a fun, useful page. Then it has books all the way up to 300. I like that you can do your reading list. So this is going to be a great way for me to put it. Book number 1, I'm going to start, tracking for now with the book that I just picked all the way through the end of next year. So it'll be like a year and 2 weeks. So that continues on, which is fantastic. Let me skip a little bit. Has a nice, very generous section for 5-star reads that I can put down as I get them done. Then it's talking for series. Like if I'm in a series, I can rate the series, I can write the name and things like that on there. Trope trackers, if I want to track my tropes. I probably honestly won't use this one, but I might. We'll see. And then it goes, you can do an A to Z challenge where you read books that begin with each letter of the alphabet. So I might write this down as I read books just to see if I can, read across the alphabet. And then this one I might do too, like the colors of the rainbow. So that will be really cool. I, of course, have a lot of duplicates, but we'll see just how far I get. So book bingo, name that book. Okay, this is kind of cool. So it says, gives you comfort, made you cry, lives in your head rent-free, recommended to you in your favorite series, you will forever recommend, stuff like that. So that'll be fun to add. I might do book bingo as well, just as it comes up in what I'm reading. And then the 50 States Challenge. So if it takes place in a certain book, go ahead and I can color that in. So the book I'm currently reading is taking place in New York, so I'll have to color that in later. Monthly picks. I don't know. Well, yeah, so it's for picking the favorite book that you read all month. That is pretty cool. And then I can do a bracket to see who is my ultimate winner. So I could write my January, February, March, April. Out of January and February, which was my favorite, out of March and April, which was my favorite, and then out of those two, which is my favorite. So that's going to be really fun challenge to do. I don't have a book club, so this page will not get used, but they have a reading tracker where you can mark off how many pages that you read on whatever day, beginning January and all that kind of thing. So I may start this one in January. We'll see. I don't know if I will, but we're going to take a closer look at it. Genre. This will be fun where I can track the genres and see what I end up actually reading. And then this is over here where you can write the number of books you read, how many pages you read, the physical books you read, Kindle, audiobooks, different series and stuff like that. So that's fun. And then I love this page where you can just write what books you read each month and they're right there for you. Oh no, this one is for the new releases. I am going to be going through this here. I have several in my cart, so I'm going to write down the dates that they come out. This will be predominantly for 2025, but it'll work. This, I don't know if it's going to be used just because I've wrapped my physical TBR and I have a whole lot of books. If I get some time to write down my books that are not wrapped, I may write those ones down. Yeah. I could share favorite quotes and notes about things. This is what I really, really like. For me, this is the perfect book review page. I can make a photo, whatever, for the sticker. I can write the name right there. I can rate it. I can do the the spicy review. I can put the genre, how quickly I read it. Was it hardback, Kindle, whatever, and the date, and then any just brief notes, what I really liked and stood out about it. So that is the bulk of this book, is going to be those ones. So I am super, super happy with this book journal, and we're going to get started using it. So you will probably see this a lot come up, at least on Tea Tuesdays, maybe on mini vlogs. I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited. So now I'm going to get back to reading because that's what I'm doing today, is resting. So I do love that new journal. As you saw, I was filling it out and doing some things in it, so a lot of fun. But it is time to make dinner, and I've got to use up some things. So we're going to make a beef stroganoff. I'm kind of just spitballing it, so let's get started. So for this, we're going to need 4 tablespoons of butter, maybe 8, but we're going to start with 4. We're going to need a little bit of Worcestershire. We're going to need a little bit of beef broth. My husband got way too much beef broth. We're going to need some garlic. Of course, we won't be using that much. We have some baby bellas, which are my favorite mushrooms. We have some sour cream. We'll be using most of this, but not all of it. Our ground beef, which is already pre-cooked. And then we're going to need some cream cheese. So let's go ahead and get our shallot chopped up and ready to go. And then we will start cooking our shallot and our mushrooms down, and then I'll add the beef since it's pre-cooked and just warm it up. So here we have the skillet that we cooked ground beef in just today. So this is just a little bit ago. Matt cooked up some additional ground beef for us. So I'm going to go ahead and melt our butter.
Once the butter is melted, we're gonna add the shallot and the mushrooms, and the garlic, and we're gonna cook them just a little bit. And then we'll add our ground beef, and then once I get those all heated together, I'll come back and I'll show you putting the rest together. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna speed this process up. So our meat is nice and heated through, and our mushrooms are pretty well cooked. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add our cream cheese. It's going to be about 10 ounces of cream cheese, and I have softened that in the microwave. And we're just going to get this stirred in. Want to coat our meat with it. I am going to go ahead and season with some salt at this point. I'm not really measuring. We do a hefty amount of salt in this house, so I usually just add a little, and we can always add more. All right, now that our cream cheese is mixed in, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get our sour cream. This is probably a little over a cup. Just gonna get that mixed in. Okay. I'm going to put a few splashes of Worcestershire sauce. Turn it down just a little bit. And then I'm going to let it heat through and decide if I want my sauce a little bit thinner. I usually don't. I usually like it pretty thick. But if I did want it thinner, I could add some beef broth. Oh, it smells so good. This is one meal that my mom used to make that I loved. And she did often make it with ground beef. I know it's typically made with steak and things like that, but we didn't always have a lot of money. So this was a nice, delicious filling dish, even with ground beef. All right, I do think that it is pretty much to the thickness that I like it, so I am not going to mess with it. I'm just gonna let it heat through just a few more minutes and then we'll serve it. So here is my bowl, and I am also gonna just top it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese because, well, why not, right? And that is going to be our dinner tonight. I'm so excited to get that eaten. I have named this series thanks to some input from you guys and some feedback and things like that. This is going to be A Joyful Life. So we now have our A Joyful Life series, which is just documenting my journey back to health and these daily snippets of what's going on in my life. I know several of you have liked this. I'm liking it too, so we're gonna keep going. All right, I will see you tomorrow to start week 3 of our Joyful Life series. Have a great day.